Hey, good morning. We're going to give everyone about a minute or so just to be respectful of everyone's time this morning, just to have our participants join the webinar. So we'll start at about 10:02.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right, it's 10:02, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm pretty sure we'll have more participants join as we get ahead on our presentation today, but I'm sure they won't miss too much. We'll start with an introduction and then we'll have our presenters start their presentations. So my name is Suhey Mojica, and I'm the Business and Housing Programs Manager at San Pablo Economic Development Corporation. Thank you for joining today's presentation on marketing and pricing your business. We will be discussing why marketing is essential. You will be introduced to techniques to communicate the value of your product or service to potential customers, and think about the value customers get from your product or service and the price they're willing to pay. Today, we have two guest speakers, experts in marketing. We will have Jerry Gonzalez, business advocate from Get Beyond, and Antonio Lau, internet marketing consultant from Innova Now. But before we get started, here are a few housekeeping items. This webinar is being recorded, and the recording will be available on our website at www.sanpabloedc.org. Any resources mentioned during the presentation will also be available on our website. All attendees are muted. If you're having issues with audio, you may need to click on the webinar screen to enable audio. We welcome questions, so please use the Q&A box located at the bottom of your screen to submit questions, and we will answer them at the end of the presentation. San Pablo EDC is an economic development hub in the region, and we offer workshops and training for businesses, workforce, and future homeowners. We deliver a wealth of programs through collaboration with partners and innovative in-house programs. We also offer technical assistance for businesses, membership and sponsorship benefits, access to capital, home ownership, job development and career counseling, degrees and certified training, and employment support services. The San Pablo EDC is here to connect your business resources that can help you start or grow your business. Whether you're a startup or an existing business, our resources will give you everything you need to succeed. We provide the training and resources you need to learn how to start, manage, and grow your business. As mentioned earlier today, we have two guest speakers in marketing. We have Jerry Gonzalez, business advocate from Get Beyond, and Antonio Lau, internet marketing consultant from Innova Now. First, you will hear from Jerry Gonzalez, a business advocate with Beyond, which is a company dedicated to helping local businesses thrive. He enjoys connecting the dots and educating small businesses on services and products that can improve their business trajectory. And lastly, you will hear from Antonio Lau, the founder and president of his own internet marketing firm, Innova Now, .net, located in Walnut Creek. His company provides one-shop marketing solutions, branding design, social media marketing, content creation, and marketing SEO website design, video marketing, podcasting, multimedia digital advertisement, marketing research, marketing design, and planning, and data marketing analysis. As you can see, Antonio is very busy. So we will go ahead and get started with Jerry. Jerry, if you can please share your screen now.
Thank you. Thank you for having me this morning. And okay, here we go. Can everyone see my screen? Yes. Okay, great. So a lot of people kind of, when they want to start a business, they start thinking, okay, what's the most important thing? Some people think brick and mortar. Some people think the branding of the name. Uh, Realistically, the most important is your products and pricing, because without your products and pricing, you won't make your monthly expenses or whatever you have to do as far as growing your business. You have payroll, you have utilities, you have rent. So pricing your business, pricing your products is very, very important. I'm going to introduce a couple of techniques or models or factors that people use to determine what kind of prices you can have in the market. So let's get started. Our first topic is the methods of pricing. How do you determine what your pricing and your costs are going to be? So you have to take into consideration your product cost, your business cost, your marketing cost, shipping and handling costs if you're shipping and handling your merchandise. All these are factors that you need to take into consideration, because if you don't, you might not be in business for very long because of the fact that you're not understanding how to market your products. The first one is cost plus pricing. This is the most common used effect because it's the most easiest one to do the math on. Cost plus pricing, also known as marketing pricing, involves calculating total cost, then applying the markup percentage to the cost to reach an asking price. Retail brands usually aim for 30 to 50%. Restaurants sometimes go higher than that. They go up to 100, 125%. It all depends on the market and depends on the location and the restaurant. So this is one that I would say, like, if you have a product that's $10, you mark it up 50%. Now the product is worth $20. Does that make sense? To some people, it does. That's the basic one. The next one would be competitive pricing. Competitive pricing is mostly regarding, if you're in an area that has similar businesses and you're trying to compete and win people over, then you're basically competing with your neighbor and trying to get clients over. So if you're pricing your products a little bit slightly lower, you're probably going to win the market from that competitor. You see this a lot in cell phone carriers trying to win your business by giving you different deals. That's just an example I'm using. So that's competitive pricing. The next one would be skim pricing. Skim pricing is similar to, we're going to start off selling your products really high, targeting a specific market, people that can actually buy your product, and then from there you scale down. And a perfect example of this would be an iPhone. So the first series of the iPhone was really, really expensive. Then it started to come down to areas of the next level of pricing where people can afford it, and it keeps scaling down until you get to the full market. So this is a technique that's used by a lot of corporations to get you to get excited about the product. Penetration pricing. What does penetration pricing mean? Penetration pricing is a strategy involving offering a new product and services at a low initial price to gain customers' attention. The goal of it is aggressively get customers in the door at a lower price and gain the market shares. In this situation, it would be something like a special. You're trying to get someone to come in, like you've seen Planet Fitness, where they're trying to get people in for a fitness program at $10 a month. Well, they're trying to get as many people in at $10 a month, and then basically at that point, they may change the product. They might not offer that product anymore. So it's a short period of time where they're offering something to get you in the door. This is an aggressive way to get people and mark up their sales, maybe because they're trying to expand, maybe they're trying to sell their business. There's multiple reasons behind it. But this is another technique that most people use to add to their pricing techniques. Value-based pricing. This one is a little bit using cost plus pricing, but it's also taking into consideration if it's a special product, will people pay more? So this is more focused on your environment, your location, your clientele. Value-based pricing is a strategy of setting prices primarily based on customers perceiving value of the product and services. Value-based pricing is customer-facing, meaning companies base their pricing on how much customers believe the product is worth. So if I use an example, burritos are common everywhere. Some burritos are $9, some burritos are $14. What's the difference? Maybe the food is different, maybe the quality of the food is different. That is really determined on the customer's value on that product. So this is a technique that most restaurants use. High-end restaurants use this a lot. One option I can share with you would be like the French Laundry, which is up in Napa area, that has a 6-course meal, and they have a set price as to how much they're going to charge per customer. Loss leader pricing. This is my favorite because this is the most common use with companies, major companies. So whenever you buy a product that is low based, but they get you because you have to keep buying the supplies for that product. I'll just use a perfect example, printers and cartridges. Printers and cartridges have become very expensive when you're buying the ink, but very cheap when you buy the printer. And there's a reason for that. They want you to buy the printer so that you're now subject to buying the ink cartridges from them on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis. And now a lot of these printer companies are doing subscription bases where they're actually tracking how much you're using your printer, and then they're sending you the ink and they're adding a subscription to it. So loss leader is basically tied to a product that you sell at an affordable rate, but then you're actually getting more money based on the products that they have to do for upkeep. Bundle pricing, everyone knows this one. Bundle pricing is a scheme companies sell the bundle at a lower price than would be charged for the items individually, offering discounts to stimulate demand, enabling companies to perhaps sell products and services they otherwise had difficulty offloading to generate a greater value in sales. So this is because the economy is going where it's going. A lot of people are trying to figure out what's a good way to get business back and customers coming through the door. Bundled pricing is one of them. I do believe in this product here as far as the pricing model, because of the fact that a lot of businesses are not thinking outside the box. They're thinking, well, I'm going to still sell that one item. Well, no, a lot of people are looking for convenience or looking for value. Bundled pricing might be one of those options you might want to consider. Restaurants are now bringing in packages like this for a meal for 2 to 4 people, 4 to 6 people, and making it affordable for them to keep coming back. So this is just a set model. I know you've seen this in commercials. You see like, hey, buy one, get one free. This is kind of a similar situation. And then our last, but most aggressive one is anchor pricing. Anchor pricing is something that's becoming a trend. Whenever you're buying software, whenever you're buying a subscription for like cable or your phone bill, anything like that, it's all based on anchor pricing. They have set different types of scales. They have basic, premium, and a pro. Depending on which one you want to choose, they have a set price for it. So now customers can decide which is their in model. Do I want to go in at the basic model or do I want to go in at the pro model? There's different benefits to it, but these are also techniques that you can use for your products and business and services. I see a lot of businesses that are using this technique for getting reoccurring billing, for getting customers to buy into their service. One example I can share is like cleaning services. They do have a way where you can buy a subscription where you have certain cleaning service products or cleaning service providers come into your house and clean your house. You have maybe 1 or 2 services per month based at a set price. Another example of this would be your cable provider, Netflix. You have the basic and you have the high. You have Costco, which is the basic, and you have the high. These are all tools that are benefiting the business, and it's helping them with pricing their products. So a lot of this information is based on your business and knowing how to price your products, but you have to understand that it is important, because if you don't do the right pricing, you could lose money. Any questions? That's pretty much my presentation.
Thank you, Jerry. I think we're going to leave questions towards the end of the presentation after we have Antonio shared his presentation.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and turn it over to Antonio. Thank you so much for such great information, Jerry.
Thank you.
My name is Antonio Lau. I am a marketing consultant for InnovaNow. It's my own small marketing firm. And I'm going to start my PowerPoint presentation. Let me know if you can see the screen, if you can hear me well. All right, great. What Jerry just presented, yes, is very, very important about how you set up your pricing scheme for your products and services. But let's talk about really your overall business. Either be you're starting a new business, or you have already established business, or you're launching a new product or service in your industry. Marketing, internet marketing is today economic way of doing business. If you're not, your business, it doesn't show in the internet, it doesn't have a website, it doesn't show in the Google search, practically your business doesn't exist. Doesn't matter if it's a brick and mortar business that you have physically a store, or you are working from your house, from your home. In either case, you need to have a presence in the internet. And this is how you start in having your presence. I just want to quote Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple Computers, that says, we are not the first, but we are going to be the best. So what I'm going to teach you here are the best marketing techniques and approach that you should practice every day in your business. So first, I'm going to talk about branding, okay? What is branding? Branding, well, academically, you can Google this concept. Is the process of creating an identity, a distinct identity for your business, having in mind the target audience and your target clients, okay? Who are you gonna sell to? And service, what kind of products are you going to provide to your customers? Or what kind of market target you're thinking to approach? So the main purpose of branding your business is to establish trust within your customers or your possible clients. That's very important, because if you don't trust a brand, or you don't trust a business, you're not going to buy from them. That happens every day, from shopping your groceries, from buying your phone service, from hiring a consultant, hiring a lawyer. Okay, and branding also provides and create loyalty, with your customers. So that's very important, because you want your customers, your client, to come back to your business and keep buying from you. So these are the two main purposes of creating a branding. Okay. What are the three essential elements? First, consistency on your products and services. That means, for instance, if I want to sell organic products, let's say organic milk or an organic pasta, it has to have the quality, it has to have the value that my product uh, is being provided to that client or to that consumer. So I cannot sacrifice quality just because I want to save some money and so it stops becoming a top quality I created for that market. So consistency of your product and services is very important in part of your branding strategy. You have to build a community. Build a community means you have to focus on the target market that you want to attract to your business. So that takes a lot of work and effort because, especially for a startup, for a business that is starting, build a community. It takes a lot of time, a lot of investment. You may have to invest in advertisement and marketing to build that community. Okay. And third, to create the content for your product now and in the future. So content means everything that you present about your product or service, everything from your website, from your logo design, from your information that you're providing in the website, the information you're providing in your social media, the information you're providing in any advertisement through Google. All that content, all that digital content has to start from now and stay steady and focused all the way to the future as the business grows. So these are the three essential elements that you should take in consideration for your brand. Okay, now how do you develop your brand? Well, number one, you have to know your business. Okay, you have to know what are you providing. Okay, what is your value statement? I mean, you either you having a startup business, or you have already established business, but you need to grow because you're in a stalemate, or your business is in a survival mode. You have to know your business, what situation you are, okay, and what value you are really giving to that client. Also, number two, you have to know your audience or your client target. Who do I want to sell to? Okay. As Jerry mentioned, if I'm running a high-end restaurant and I'm providing the best high-quality food to that clientele, well, then I want to have the most high-end clientele in my area to come to my restaurant. So all my food I prepare, all the service I provide to those customers has to be high quality, has to be top service for that clientele to come back and buy from me. So you have to know your audience. Or I'm gonna sell the cheapest food. So okay, so I go to the lower end of my target market. Number three, create your resources. Okay, when I say resources, is everything that takes care of my business, from my workers, my employees, my managers, the marketing strategy, my pricing structure, the money that I need to invest to keep that structure running. Okay, your advertisement campaign. And if I don't have the money to invest, where do I get the money, or how can I get the money to invest in my business? So all these resources, you have to create and have it during the entire life of your brand development, okay? Because it's something that never ends. Okay, you need those resources at hand as much as you can, and manage your growth of your brand. That's also a continuous work, because as your business grows, your brand also grows and develops. Okay, you know, many famous brands historically they started like a very unknown brands, and today is very well known companies and brands. For instance, one example could be the ride sharing companies like Uber and Lyft. You know, a few less than 10 years ago, those companies were not, they didn't exist. They didn't have a presence in the market. So they created their brand and their market because they knew there was a need of their services. So just that's an example. They keep growing. You know, that type of service, and the companies keep growing towards a market that is already established. And as a number 5, it really are 5 steps. Okay, so number 5 is the consistency with your value proposition. So you say you have the best quality organic product that is sold in all the Trader Joe's or all the Whole Foods, and it can be found in any of those stores, then you have to provide that value proposition, and that the quality of your product remains the same no matter what. So that value proposition is very important because it's really part of your brand development. Okay. So branding is more than just a logo. A lot of clients that I have, especially in the small business sector, think that just having a logo is your brand. No, that's the most common error that the business owner have. It's not just a logo. There are many aspects of branding. Okay, it starts with the name of your company or the name of your product that you're going to provide for people to know you. Either be a new product, or either be a startup company, or your company really doesn't have any market share. You have no much clients. You have to provide a name that people will remember, and a tagline. A lot of companies don't really, care about creating a tagline, but a tagline really identify your business, identify the personality of your product and your service that you're providing. And you probably know a lot of companies with very famous tagline. For instance, I would say Nike. Nike has a very famous tagline. They say, "Just do it." Okay, that's very well known. Or the Kentucky Fried Chicken, tagline, "Finger licking good," because the chicken is delicious. So those are some of the examples of what a tagline comes with the name of the company or the name of your product. Okay, now it comes the logo design and the colors that identify your business. That's very important. A lot of people think just a logo is just a copy and paste process that you can copycat from an existing business that is your competition, and just change a couple colors and that's it. That's your logo. No, the logo should identify your character, the personality, and the image that you want to show to your clients and to your customers, because that's going to represent you forever while the business is in existence. So it's very important to really have a professional designer to create a logo and the company colors for you, because that will company. And if you see in the most successful companies who do that, like McDonald's have the golden and the red colors that identify them really well. Or the Pepsi Cola brand, has the just red and the blue in a semicircular logo, you know it's Pepsi Cola. So of course, these are brands that are, have been established for almost a century and they are very well known. But you have to have that in mind when you're creating your company logo or your product logo. And then the value proposition, that's really part of your brand, okay? What are you providing as a service? What is the difference between buying from you and not buying from your competition? What makes you different from your competition? That's your value proposition, okay? Why your product or your service is better? That has to be embedded in your brand. And your brand voice, okay? What is a brand voice? Is how you present yourself as a business, how you present your products, okay? Is going to be is part of not only the voice but the image, everything that is visual, that will be showcased in your website and your social media. This is a product that is target to a specific market, to a specific client. So, for instance, if I have a caregiving service, okay, I want to show that I have a professional trained person with the kindness and the passion to help the elders. So I had to send that message into every presentation that I showcase my business to the community that I want to reach out. So brand voice is also something very important to consider, and there are marketing experts to help you on that. And your social media and your website. These are come together because that's where the internet marketing of your brand will be established. Okay, your website number one is your showcase, is your virtual store that you're gonna present your business and everything that you want to provide. So the website has to be professionally sell, doesn't sell. Okay, you have a website, don't think that next day people start having in line to wait for your to buy from your website your product and services. It's not enough to have a website, especially if it's if you have a very competitive, you are in a very competitive market. So you have to send the message of your value proposition. And the way to do it is through social media marketing. That's why I include social media. So in social media, you provide images, videos, digital content, where you can explain why people should buy from you. Okay, so that's very important. And also the design or the creation of a user persona. What is a user persona in marketing? Well, it's a fictitious person that you create, that you put together in your marketing brand and design, that because you want that persona to represent the type of customer that you want to sell to. Okay, what is your ideal customer or your ideal client? So that depends on the market that you want to target, and inside that market you can have one or two or three different type of personas. Okay, those are the clients, the customers that you're going to be selling to. So if I have a high-end product or high-end service, like for instance, I sell Rolex watches, well, you can guess who that persona will be. It will be a wealthy person, right? Economically, financially stable and successful, who likes, who appreciate luxury items, right? So that's all my marketing strategy and the design of my brand has to be focused on that ideal client. on that persona. So everything I try to do is to attract the attention of that high-end customer. Okay. Same thing for instance, on the opposite side, I'm selling very low cost, very cheap products that I want to cover on a great variety of consumers. Like the $1 store. Okay, that's another example, but from the extreme. So I'm selling products that doesn't cost more than $2-3, but it's target to my low end of the market. So you have to know what your persona is during the design of your brand. That's very important because that will establish your strategy. So think of your brand as a person. So what kind of person would be? So I'm just giving you this example of this is kind of how the well-known brands like Adidas, Fox News, IBM, Rolex, Honda, Jayco, Tesla, how they established themselves as a brand because they were able to create create and target the persona that they want to approach. So that's how people see them. When I talk about Adidas, I buy an Adidas product, either shoes or clothes. Yeah, I think of a hero because every athlete that I have seen wearing Adidas, they are winners. They win championships, they win trophies. So that I relate to them. Okay. If I want to buy a car and I look at the Honda brand, well, just a regular guy or a regular girl who needs just transportation to go from home to their job. So and so forth. You can give different personas to your brand to so approach them in the right direction. And we talk about a little bit of social media market share. So you know how important social media is. And this is data just pre-COVID. This has increased tremendously in the past 4 years. So number one is still Facebook, and then you have YouTube, you have WhatsApp as a major social media platforms to advertise and to show your products and services. Okay, this is a number of MAUs. Call it MAUs is the monthly active users. These are the number of users that connect to these platforms all over the world to use this platform, and they see the information and the content that you post in these platforms. Okay, and in the US market, you have also basically 3 major players: Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. Instagram has grown a lot because it's one of the preferred social media platforms for the millennials and the Gen Zs. These are the new generation of consumers. Okay, millennials, they use a lot Instagram as well as Gen Zs, but is focused on the young market. So you have a product or service that attracts to the millennials, Gen Zs. I recommend to use Instagram a lot, and Twitter as well. Pinterest is something very similar to Instagram. And well, people also use other social media like Messenger, WeChat, and these are also very strong platforms to advertise. Okay, now for a lot of small businesses that's either starting their companies or they haven't thought about having an internet profile, I recommend to use Google Business. Google Business is a platform created by Google for all businesses, and this is free, okay? And really is very important because Google is the top content search engine for anything that you want to find in the internet. So in other words, if you don't have a business profile created under Google, it's going to be very, very hard for your customers to find you. Okay. So this is a very important element in your branding, in your creation of your business to attract your customers, either be new customers or maintaining loyalty with your existing base. So everything that people look for, they do it through Google most of the time. So I recommend to go to google.com/business and create your profile. It's very, very simple. All you have to do is to have a Gmail address. You can use another email address if you want to when creating your Google account. So when you create a Google account, all you have to do is give your email address if you have one. If not, you can create one. And also provide all your business information, your business name, the category that your business is located in the industry that your business work. There'll be a restaurant, you're in the insurance sector, hospitality sector, in the service sector, or you're a manufacturing. You have to specify the category that your business belongs to. Your business address is very important because in Google Maps will use it for the customers to find you. Okay, you have a brick and mortar, especially you have a brick and mortar business. You have a restaurant, a bar, a boutique store, a grocery store, liquor store. Where you have to post your address completely into that profile, so your customers can find you. Of course, your contact information, your phone number, your email, and your website. And that's very important because that's where people will look for to find more information about your business. The services that you provide, okay, you provide, you are in the service sector, and photographs and images and the logo of your company. All of that information, it becomes part of your business profile because people are going to search for your business. And if you are not in Google, guess what? Your competition is in Google, and they are the ones who are going to grab that customer, not you. So this is what I recommend. There is a lot of detail in creating the profile, and be happy to do another class just to talk about this topic, about how you create and maintain and enhance your business profile in Google. Okay. Course. And I want to share how you buy your domain name and hosting. For those who don't know what a domain name is, the domain name is basically the name of your website. Okay. You can have a domain name that is the same as the name of your company or the name of your product, or is related to your business. Okay, it doesn't have to be necessarily the same name as your company name. It could be a different name. It could be a more catchy, more appealing name. Okay, because I recommend the domain names to be short and easy to remember, and attractive enough for people to remember that domain name. Okay, it's not easy, but it can be done. You just have to think and work with a marketing professional who will help you create different options for your domain name. And the hosting, the hosting service. That's the service that the companies that provide the space the storage to maintain and keep your website. So these are just some of the companies that are well known to do that. GoDaddy, of course, Wix, Shopify for those who want to do e-commerce, Square, Bluehost. Okay, and there are companies that allow you to register your domain name, like domain.com on Namecheap. Okay, and of course Google. In Google, you can buy your domain name as well as you can host your website. All of them have different fees for those services. Okay, you just have to shop around and see which one will fit your budget and your needs. And these are for those who are gonna go into the e-commerce business. I want to share, some of the major leaders for the e-commerce platform. These are the most common: Shopify, Weebly. Okay, that's their market share. Pretty much, they are the leaders right now. WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a platform for e-commerce websites that are designed under WordPress. Okay, WordPress is a design development tool for websites, and a lot of companies use it for that purpose. Then there comes Magento, Squarespace, and Wix. Okay, so these are the major e-commerce platforms if your business are going to be an e-commerce business where you're going to sell your products online. And finally, well, this is some help and resources online that you can find for free. I recommend it for you to check it out. You have online courses from the SBDC. These are already designed by professionals in finance, accounting, taxes, how to create your business plan, budgeting, how to in human resources. I mean, they have almost in every area of your business, they have a class, an online course that you can access for free. Also, Google has its own educational link where you can look for different information and video tutorials for free in Google Business. Okay, that's the link for that. You have the Google support, Google Business support for, of course, if you have any questions. And also on YouTube. YouTube, you have a lot of video tutorials in how to do things. So YouTube, I just send you one link as an example. And you have apps that you can download, start your business or manage your business with that app. It's called G-Code/Primer. Also, I'll give you a couple of links for information about permits, how you can, where to get assistance for your different permits and licenses, and also information about your taxes from the California Department of Tax and Fee Administration. And for those who are Spanish-speaking business owners, we have a special program in Spanish from the SBDC. Okay, all these classes and courses online are in Spanish, so that's another link. You are free to contact me if you need any help. I'll be happy to help you. This is my contact information, my phone number, email, my website, and you can get a free consultation if you register on that link that is a part of the Programa Hispano, which is the program in Spanish for to help Hispanic business owners. But I want to emphasize that program is not exclusively for Hispanic. Anybody can access and can register in that website. You don't need to speak Spanish, okay? You don't need to be Hispanic to take advantage of that free consultation. I'll be happy to help you as much as I can. Well, thank you for your presence and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Antonio, and thank you, Jerry, again for such great information today. We have some of the resources that both Jerry and Antonio spoke about on the chat. So if you guys would like to copy and paste that resources to use at a later time, or you can email us or contact us if you need that information. Also, if you need help creating your business plan, the San Pablo EDC provides a free tool called Dream Builder. Dream Builder is a series of 13 online business courses. The goal of the program is to help entrepreneurs achieve success. The courses that are included in the program cover the basics of starting a business, as well as relevant topic areas such as marketing, finance, and accounting. In addition to the interactive courses, participants have access to helpful tools and templates. And throughout the program, a business plan generator guides the participant in the creation of a business plan. To register for this, you just need to visit our website at www.sanpabloedc.org/dream-builder, and then find the Dream Builder landing page, which will direct you to the Dream Builder portal. And again, I want to open up if anyone has questions for our experts today, for Jerry and Antonio. This is the time that you can ask away on the Q&A box or on the chat. Do we have any questions? Doesn't look like we have any questions at the moment, but I did want to let Jerry and Antonio know that one of the businesses that use some of the resources that you guys mentioned today has given permission to use her business as an example. So I don't know if this is the time that you guys would like to just cover it really quickly and show our webinar attendees today how this business was able to use those tools and how it helped her with her marketing.
Yeah, I think that's a good subject to talk about, because right now the most important part of using and adopting these tools that Antonio was talking about is collecting customer data. And customer data is very important nowadays, because in order to promote your business, you need to have an audience. And if you don't have an audience, how are you going to promote your business? How are you going to get people to come in through the door? So having customer data and collecting that data, understanding your customer, knowing what they like, is one way of getting them to come back and buy whatever products and services that you provide. Antonio, do you have that web page that we can show? If I can go to it.
Okay. I believe you're able to share your screen again if you would like to, Jerry. In the meantime, if anyone has any questions, you can definitely type them on the Q&A box, or you can definitely connect with our experts directly. Their contact information's on the chat box if you would like to just specifically ask a question directly to them.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll
Okay.
pull out the website.
I have it up on the screen. Can you guys
Yes,
see it?
I'm looking for, yes. Okay, give me 1 second to open the website from this client. It's called, I believe, Palenque Real. And
Antonio, I already opened it. I have
oh,
it
you
here.
did? Okay, you
It's
did
on the
open.
screen.
Okay.
So this is El Palenque Grill. They're in San Pablo. And all this that you see here is what Antonio did. He created all the pictures, he created all the descriptions. And pretty much this is a link. It's not really a website, it's a shopping cart. So we added this to her website, and this is a link that's on her website to order.
Nice. And then this
Yes.
can also be done for a business that provides also services.
Correct. So it all depends on what they want. If they want to put shirts, if they want to do items, yes, it all depends on what they're looking to do. But this, if you click on it, it allows you to start doing the order. You can do the checkout. It asks you for all your information. So when I do
Mhm.
one, I do checkout. And I do, see, go to my checkout. It's
Yeah, and
asking me which options I want to do. And then after you go through this option, it's going to ask you for the payment.
yes, and the advantage of this is also is connected directly to your POS system, your point of sales. So this goes directly into any sale that you do through this online menu, as you see, it goes directly into your bank account. It's a 100% integrated into sales. Okay, that's very important.
That's really a great for like you said, brick and mortars, anyone actually selling products. Now, what would you recommend for someone that has more of like a service business, like maybe a janitorial or like construction, or maybe even like services when it comes to like consulting?
So with that, you have different options. You have like the packaging on the pricing, you can do subscription where you can do cleaning services where they're paying like $80 a month, and then they have one cleaning service done because they pay their subscription fees. For construction people, you have either like invoicing or reoccurring billing, which is something
Nice.
that they usually need. So it really is catered to the business needs. So it really depends on what they're looking to do. Some ticket items are less, some ticket items are high. It all is catered to that particular platform that they're looking for. So for like companies or outside providers, mobility is key.
Okay.
So having something where they can do mobility and quick invoicing, quick estimates, all that stuff is important to them. So every
That's
business is different.
so yeah, so it could be tailored based on the service or the product that the
Absolutely.
business. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. I didn't know that you could also do like, so
And
if
then,
someone's looking for an estimate, and then they can invoice them if they were to do a contract with that business.
yeah,
And
and
yeah.
now the fact that cell phones are so predominant,
Mhm.
everything is done through text messaging, emails, and everyone is, 95% of people have a phone in their hand.
Right.
That's the
Okay.
biggest marketing tool that, we've seen in the last 5 years. That's
Okay.
just exploded. Like billboards don't work anymore.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for all of this information. I think I'm gonna just for everyone's time, it's 10:58. So I do want to thank you, Jerry and Antonio, for such great information as always, and for sharing all the different resources that are available for any business that either wants to start or grow. If you again would like to connect with any of our presenters today, we have their information, so you can definitely reach out to us and we can connect you with them. Or if you have any questions for San Pablo EDC, you can connect with us as well. Before I let everyone go today, we do have a couple of quotes here. One from Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Motor Company, where it says, "Stop advertising to save money. Stopping advertising to save money is like stopping your watch to save time." And then we have another one where it's another quote from Steve Jobs, who was the co-founder and chairman and CEO of Apple. Marketing, as I'm sorry, marketing is about values. It is a complicated and noisy world, and we're not going to get a chance to get people to remember much about us. No company is. So we have to be really clear about what we want them to know about us. So that's also a really good quote. And hopefully you guys can join us on our next webinar, which is we're going to be just talking about keeping track of your business. In this webinar, you would learn why it's essential to have a system for tracking the money that flows in and out of your business. You would learn about bookkeeping and several different accounting terms and processes. This includes accounts payables and receivable, and using a balance sheet and cash flow projections. You will also learn how these statements and reports can help you track the financial health of your business. And then finally, you will learn about other accounting and tax resources. And you can register by scanning the code, or by also visiting our website under our calendar. And with that, I want to say thank you for everyone for attending this webinar and for taking the time to listen to our experts today, and also to our experts for their time. So everyone, I hope everyone has a nice and productive day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.